Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another night of Monday Nights with Massettis and Friends. Today is March 23rd, almost through another month. We've got the whole crew and we've got a couple of good friends. We may get one more tonight, but welcome, everybody. Thank you guys for all being here. Uncle Steve and James, we missed you last week.
It's good to be back.
We held our own. We did okay. We didn't talk about whiskey and we didn't talk about Marketplace, but we did pretty good, I thought. So,
yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Good. Great.
Good. It's good to see everybody. We appreciate everyone at home tuning in. We've got Rick Gray as someone new to our show, new to podcasting, he says. So, Rick, we appreciate you. Perfect. Well, he's got first time for everything. So we hope it's a good experience. And also tonight we have none other than Steve ran into me. So I think we all know the little beef between Justin and Uncle Steve when Steve claims Justin slammed into the yellow fever and the rest of the world believes yellow fever slammed into Justin in the sled. But, you know, we're splitting hairs at that point, right? So, Justin, thanks for coming on. Looks like you're working, but we appreciate you making time for us. So,
absolutely.
What are you doing right now?
I'm headed back to the shop now. We just got done chopping in Gustine. I was running the merger this morning, putting rows together, and now I'm driving a silage truck and headed back to the shop.
Man of many talents. Many talents.
Yeah, master of none.
Well, that's all right. So
it's quite the microphone setup you got there. It doesn't sound like he's driving a truck, that's for sure.
No, yeah.
Got the old trusty dusty headset on, bud.
Yeah, you look
I'll
like
show you. Look,
Brooks.
I'll show you. I'm going down the road.
See, the good thing is you're neither texting nor calling. I'm pretty sure there's no law against podcasting.
It's legal. I'm on my hands-free device. We're good.
You're good to go.
Yeah. Glad your hands aren't holding your phone or anything.
Yeah, if you get pulled over, make sure to stay on the podcast.
Though. 100%.
Oh, for sure. That will be on the podcast. We'll get the cop on here too.
If you definitely doing that. If you have the opportunity to speed because you see a CHP officer that might result in you getting pulled over, feel free. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but you feel free to do what feels right.
I got you, Uncle Steve. We got it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, hey man, don't do anything crazy to try to get pulled over, but if it happens, it'll be cool. But that's just the difference between Uncle Steve and I guess.
Pretty much.
One thing I do want to, last week we mentioned Mom's knee surgery, just give an update. She's doing great. She's getting around good. We saw her last night. I feel like she's moving around like a champ. And she did inform me that it was a full knee replacement. Last week I said I didn't know what she had done, just surgery. But anyways, so looking forward to having Mom get back to all better soon. But she is doing much better. So that's good news. Tonight, it's pretty exciting. We're adding a new event to our schedule this year. We are working with Frank Borba, this gentleman with us, Rick Gray, and Justin, to put on a pull to benefit the Plant a Seed Foundation. Rick is very involved in the foundation, so that's why I wanted him to come on and talk to us about the foundation, what they do. And then, of course, we'll talk a little bit about the pull itself. But I thought it'd be cool if we could get everybody to know exactly why we're doing this event. So, Rick, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us. If you don't mind, please just introduce yourself and tell us what you do and
Sure.
about the foundation a little bit.
Sure. Well, my name is Rick Gray, as you said, and I work with the Foundation Plant a Seed here in Modesto, California. We work on projects, sustainable projects. We do that here locally and overseas. We have many different projects that we work on, or ministries that we're involved with, and also 501 nonprofits. For example, we work with the Vine House here in Modesto. Those are for people coming off the streets who are getting off drugs. We work with the Redwood Center with women who really have been taken advantage of, and their children. And so they're replaced. I mean, when I say replaced, they're placed in a home, and they're taken care of so they can get back on their own. We also work with families, individual families that are in need here locally, here in Modesto. And then overseas, we have different projects. Currently, we have a project in Africa. We started with, about 14 kids 25 years ago, and 25 years later, it's all self-sustaining. We have 1,550 students that we feed, and then they also feed the farm. It all works where the farm feeds the school feeds the farm, and it's really quite impressive. And that being said, I think this project that has been set before myself with Justin and Frank is it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be not a big project, but wow, there's a few moving parts to it, and I'm excited to do it because I've never done anything quite like this before. So on behalf of our foundation, we want to thank you for allowing us to come alongside you. And we're going to take this money and we're going to use it here locally in Modesto and Stanislaus County. So we're very excited to see where this goes. And from what Justin and Frankie are telling me and showing me, yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to be a part of it. So thank you very much.
Good deal. Well, we're excited to also be a part and help the foundation in whatever way we can. I didn't know about this till last year when Justin invited us to a barbecue that Frankie was doing to raise money for that farm, I think, or the orphanage there. And anyways, whatever we can do to help, I think is very cool. What are some other things that the foundation does to raise funds for their projects?
Well, thanks for asking. We have only one other fundraiser that we do, and as a matter of fact, it is coming up this weekend, and it's a sold-out event up at Comanche Hills. We have about 200 farmers that show up. We do teams of 4, and it's a wonderful event. We shoot off about 2.5 tons of ammo, 12 gauge shotgun shells. We raffle off 15 high-end shotguns and pistols. And it's just a time where the farming community really gets together and has a blast. And it's a lot of fun to see us all get together once a year. But this year I did not hit up Frank Borba because when he brought this to my attention, along with you, Brian, it got me very excited because that is our only fundraiser that we do. And so we're excited to see where this goes, because we're hoping maybe this might be an annual thing if we do this right. Steve ran into me. Justin. So
Justin has a skewed memory of that night. I understand, because he probably almost got a concussion from how hard he hit me. But
well, I guess there can be a duo. I mean, there can be a rematch, right? That evening, or is there? No, there's no destruction derby. This is a pull. But
yeah, it wasn't really a destruction derby.
It's not supposed to be, but
some people try to make it.
We try not to let the vehicles come in contact with each other, but sometimes shit
things
happens.
happen.
I guess.
Yeah,
I guess we could say.
So Rick, you have 2. I think I did not hit. Is that? I mean, I think.
Sure.
Does Britt have a concussion too?
Yeah. She hit her head. She hit her head pretty hard at that moment.
I think I did, not him. Okay, gotcha.
Fair enough. Oh, yes. That's a good point, Brian.
Yeah.
Thank you for fixing or explaining
It's
that.
where you put the emphasis. But.
Yep. So Rick, you have one big fundraiser. Well, first of all, do you have an idea how many rounds are in 5,000 pounds of ammunition? Because it sounds like a lot.
No, I have not done the math.
All right, that's fine. It's a lot, obviously.
It's a lot.
So
It is. It's a lot. But it's a lot of fun.
but you guys do all this with one fundraiser and then whatever private contributions you get. That's amazing.
Yeah, we have many, many different local businesses here in Modesto in the Well, thank you. We have many different local agricultural businesses here in our area that support our foundation. And it works well because it's plant a seed. And it works well with what we do every day because we're out in the field. What are we doing? We're planting seed and we're harvesting seeds. We're harvesting what we planted. So it works out really well. And one of the nice things that people have learned is 98% of the money that they give to our foundation goes directly to the projects because none of us on the board, not one of us are paid. It's all volunteer.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's great. And you said at that school in Africa, you're up to 1,500 kids. Is that right?
Yeah, it's 1,500.
Wow.
It's called Kabali Trinity College. And once our website goes back up, we can show all the different projects that we've done over there and in other countries, such as the Netherlands and Cambodia and Haiti. Those are our ones we work in third worlds, but we concentrate on our own backyard because there's a lot of need right here.
Of course.
So we that's where we concentrate, but people hear about what we do because when we go overseas, I take a lot of young people, and when I take them, I unplug them. And I'm telling you what, when you unplug a young person for 2 days, it's a mess. It's like getting them off something, and all of a sudden, within the fourth day, they just start rebooting, and they're like, "Wow, these people, they can live with one pair of shoes." What? And it's just really neat because they start seeing that all the things that they take for advantage, such as hot water. We go to a sink and just turn it on. They have to boil it and walk and go get it. And it's really neat. So I get to see it through the eyes of young people. And I've never had one person come back and say, that wasn't the trip I was expecting. They come back saying it changed them more than they ever had dreamed. So
I mean, that's amazing. The amazing part of that is you're helping the kids that are there, that are receiving the support, and you're also really helping the kids that are going along with you and providing that support. It's really that's a phenomenal program.
That's one thing. Since Frank's not on here, Frankie, one day I was having a really hard day at work, and I called Frankie and I was talking to him about it. I was having a hard day with my personal life, not with work, and he was talking to me and he was telling me this story about when he went to Haiti, and because he went over there, I believe it was with the Plant a Seed Foundation, but he went over there and helped build a church there. And he was telling me how much that changed his life, like seeing those people. And he said they were passing out beans and rice. And he said the people were so grateful. And then he went back to the church when the church was open. And he said he went to church with these people on Sunday, and these people are just praising God, just so happy to be alive and to be going to church. And these people have absolutely nothing. He said they don't have shoes, they don't have clothes. He said they're just, I have one pair of clothes and most of them don't have any shoes. And he said it was the most life-changing thing that he had ever been through in his life. It just changed the way he sees the world. And, Frank's a really good person. He's a very humble person. You could come to our shop and you wouldn't be able to pick him out. If you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't be able to tell him apart from the employees there. He's dirty. He's working. He's just like any of us. And so I just, it was a really cool thing, him saying that changed his life. Hey, speaking of, I got 2 cops sitting here on the side of the road in Newman. They're sitting.
It's on. It is on.
We'll see if they get me. They might have. But anyway, I just wanted to share that part in case he doesn't jump on here, because he won't brag about that on here probably, but he did tell me that helping these people changed his life, changed him. So it's definitely a good cause.
It's great.
Definitely. And so Frank, this was Frank's idea, really, if I understood correctly. And we went out, and the three of us, Rick and Justin and I, went out and looked at the field where we're going to be. And what is it, like a 80 acre, 40 acres, something? There's a big ass piece of property.
80 acres, yeah. There's plenty of room for everything there.
Justin, tell Brian what you saw today, that sheet that Frank made, and because you showed Brian that one field, and that one field went to 6 fields. So
yeah,
it's a lot bigger, Brian, than you think.
Okay. Frankie, I guess he took a map of I can send it to you, Brian, but he took a map of the 4 fields, and he wants to make the field that we looked at for the pool. He still wants to do the pool there, but he wants to make the field next to it the pit parking, and then make the general parking the field in front of it, and then make the field next to that for like vendors or anything like that. So that way it'll all be separate, and there'll be plenty of room for everything there.
Fantastic. I hope we fill it all up.
I do too. I hope a lot of people come. It's for a good cause, and 100% of every dollar that's made is going to go to that. No one's going to profit off of it. You know, it's important that everyone knows that too. Like even Brian Massettis, you know, he volunteered to donate the sleds for this pool. So for anyone that wants to come or donate, you know, every dollar you give to this is going to go to the Plant a Seed Foundation. So.
And so, Rick, I wanted to touch on that. If I know that Plant a Seed, or you folks will be having sponsorship opportunities in a packet, I'm sure. But if someone wanted to support the event or the foundation, next week the new website will be live. I assume there's avenues there on the website that they can.
Yes, sir. There will be, and we hope to have it go live. I really pushed them today at a meeting to have it going up Thursday or Friday. But our website, it's at www.plantaseed.org, and there will be a spot there for donations. This also, so you know, and the team knows, that Frank and I and Justin are also working within our community to get some purses, not holding purses, but purses for your pullers. So because they're taking their time to come and be a part of this, and it costs them money to come. So we want to go into our community and get some good money together, or purses as you call it, for the people that win in their classes. So we want to make this just as fun for the people coming and pulling as it is for the attendees.
Perfect. Awesome. And if I understand right, we already have Quelo Custom Chopping is sponsoring the Super Farm class, right, Justin?
Yes, he said either he would sponsor it or get them all to come, one or the other. So
we'll just put him down as a sponsor then.
And I know that it's getting out there because I was talking to somebody today, and MJC, Modesto Junior College, their pulling team has already reached out, and they want to make sure they're a part of it also. So I thought that was neat, and I've heard it myself from a gentleman in Waterford. So I'm like, wow, you guys must be getting it out there, or somebody is. I'm hearing about
we'll start now we'll start pushing it hard now. And then I need to put up this flyer Christy made. We will start posting this, but
that's cool.
I think the Plant a Seed website was on the bottom, maybe. Or maybe it's underneath your logo, but anyways,
it's light. You can see it, and it's light underneath there, but we can.
Okay, so we will start posting this, and it'll get shared around, and it will definitely be a great event. Looking forward to being a part of it. And we will also, once the sponsorship information is available, we'll help spread that out just to try to raise money for the cause. So, and yes, Modesto Junior College.
Frankie told me that. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Frankie called me and told me that I should expect to make about 400 to 600 tri-tip sandwiches and pulled pork. So I thought he was kidding, but he was serious.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I hope we do get a good turnout like that.
When is this?
But I've
Me
also
too.
May 30th. Saturday, May 30th, which is it's the weekend after Memorial Day, which we're up in Chico on Memorial Weekend. But we're figuring the reasoning for picking this weekend is we figure most graduations haven't happened yet. We're hoping they're coming up the next week or the next weekend. So we're trying to get in before everybody gets real busy with that. And it's about a week after Justin and the boys finish chopping. So that gives them 1 week to get this 80-acre field from, what is it, Oats, into a pull-in arena. So
Yeah.
they can do it. I know it. So
Yeah. It'll be okay.
yeah. I'm sure we can get it. We'll get it done. If not, somebody else will just have to wait to get their fields harvested, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to get done.
Yeah. It'll be all right.
Frankie is definitely all in on this one, so I know it'll be good. Well, Rick, really appreciate you coming and sharing about the foundation and explaining to everybody what we're doing that for. And now this is where we want you to stay with us for a while if you have time.
Yeah.
So we turn it over to Uncle Steve. He does a whiskey minute, and when he must have done some extra research because he figured out that the Gallo Foundation that I had asked you about today. So I'm excited to see what Uncle Steve has for us. So James, Uncle Steve, it's all you guys.
It's time for a whiskey minute.
All right. Well, welcome to Uncle Steve's Whiskey Minute. Tonight we're going to be talking about another very old distillery that has been in operation since the late 1800s, and that's Four Roses. So Four Roses was I'm going to give you the story about the background of Four Roses in a minute, but this is kind of a full circle type story. It's not just about a bourbon. It's about it's more of a we lost something and then we got it back type of story. So this was started by a man named, I think his name was Paul Jones, or it was something like that. Something really, I don't want to say plain, but something very with two common names. I think it's Paul Jones. And either there's a legend about the name of this whiskey. It was either Paul or his nephew Lawrence, and I think it was Lawrence, honestly, because Paul was never married, and you'll understand why that matters. But Lawrence apparently fell in love with some Southern belle, and he asked her to marry him. And I don't know if they did things different back in those days, but she didn't give him an answer right away. She said, "I'll tell you what, I will. We're going to go to this grand ball tonight, and when I walk in, if I'm wearing a corsage of red roses, then you'll know the answer is yes." Which means this dude had to sit around like, I don't know what's happening. Like, what, just yes or no, right? No, she wanted to make it a mystery. So he goes to the ball and he's standing there waiting for her to show up. And she walks in, and lo and behold, she's wearing a corsage of red roses. And so he was so taken by this that when he eventually registered this distillery in 1888, he called it Four Roses. And you can see that, but you see their logo is red roses, Four Roses. So, by the way, that is a pretty classy way to say yes to a proposal. Like, none of my proposals have turned out like that. There's usually more some version of like, are you effing serious right now? But either Paul or Lawrence had a little more riz, as the kids say, than I did, apparently, because he got a corsage to say yes. So 1888 is when this distillery started. And this is, I think I've mentioned before, there were 6 distilleries that survived prohibition by making medicinal whiskey. This is another one of them. I don't think they were continuous throughout, but during Prohibition, they were able to make whiskey as medicine, and that tradition continues today, at least for some of us, drinking whiskey as medicine. The unique thing about Four Roses, so most distilleries, they have one mash bill, and that's really just a blend of grains they use. It's a certain amount of corn, certain amount of rye, certain amount of barley, and then they have one yeast. It's a proprietary yeast, and it does whatever they like it to do, whether it makes it fruity or it gives it spice or something like that. But Four Roses actually they've got 5 different yeast strains that they use individually, and they have 2 separate mash bills. And James, is James here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, James, if you had, and you had the two variables are 2 separate mash bills or 5 yeast strains, how many recipes would you have?
You could have 10 different recipes.
10. See, Trevor, I told you he would get that. 10 different recipes. Now, what they typically do is they'll blend all 10 of those together for their standard bourbon. Not evenly, like they still have a master blender who comes up with the correct blend, but they use all 10 of those in their standard bourbon. For their small batch bourbons, they use 4 or 6 of those recipes, and for their single barrels, they use 1 recipe because, of course, it comes out of 1 barrel. And they have all these different codes on here that tells you what the recipe is, and it's things like OBSV, OESK, Q. Is that a Q? It might be a Q. OESQ. Anyway, so that tells you something. Like if you have the decoder ring, you get to figure out exactly what your recipe is, which mash bill they used, and then which yeast strain, and they'll put it right here on the side of the barrel. So this one says OESK, which means, okay, so the description here is it's spicy and full bodied, which also describes my college girlfriend. So I've already obviously opened this. I've been drinking it tonight. It is a little spicy and full bodied. I feel like that could have been a joke I made about myself, but college girlfriend fit a little bit better. Okay, so Four Roses survived Prohibition. They just like Old Forester that we talked about recently, and they were one of the, if not the most popular, they were certainly one of the most popular bourbons in the 30s, 40s, and 50s in the U.S. I mean, premium whiskeys. They were making great bourbon, straight bourbon, and just selling the lights out. You couldn't go to a bar without finding Four Roses. And then in the 1950s, a company called Seagram's, a Canadian conglomerate that, they've had a lot of alcohol brands. They bought Four Roses. And honestly, they kind of effed it up because although the distillery continued making bourbon, in the United States, they stopped selling bourbon. They started blending their bourbon, like a 35% bourbon with 65% neutral mineral grain or neutral grain spirit, which is they were basically making bourbon flavored vodka and selling it. And it became a kind of a bottom shelf whiskey. I mean, nobody would drink it because it wasn't bourbon, but they kept making bourbon and selling it in Europe and in Japan. And it was actually very profitable in Europe and Japan. It was like the band that I had right after college. Like we were big in Europe and Japan, but we really weren't doing anything here. So they went. That was in the 50s, and then they ended up getting like an investment from Kirin, the Japanese company that makes beer. Kirin Ichiban is the beer that they make. And in the early 2000s, Seagram kind of started breaking up. I mean, I think with decisions like this, we understand why that was happening. But Kirin bought Four Roses, and it was very popular in Japan at the time. And what happened? I'm pretty sure what happened is there was these executives sitting around a boardroom in Tokyo, and one of them was like, "Hey guys, hear me out. I got a crazy idea. What if We sold this American bourbon in America. And that's what they did. And they came back, they got rid of all that blended whiskey crap that they had been selling, and they refocused on quality. And they started in the mid 2000s, they started selling small batch and like barrel select. And honestly, they took off. They are now once again considered a premium whiskey. They do still have their standard line, but they've got a lot of premium whiskeys out there, which are all excellent. I'm drinking this. I enjoy it. The full-bodied spicy is good for me. But if you gave me two of them, I couldn't possibly tell you which one is which. Um, I think there probably are people who can. That just ain't me. So anyway, Kieran has been operating and selling Four Roses in the U.S. since 2002, and just last month it was announced that Four Roses is coming home. There's a deal in the works right now. The purchase has been announced. I think it'll close in, I don't know, probably June or something like that. And Gallo from Modesto actually has or is in the process of purchasing Four Roses Distillery. And the tie-in that Brian mentioned before is, I kind of, it's not that I like doing research, but it's like I have a compulsion to research things. So when Brian told me the Plant a Seed Foundation was coming on tonight, I did a real quick search and looked them up. And one of the things that popped up is that the Julio Gallo Foundation is a contributor, which I thought is like pretty serendipitous. Like that was just a perfect tie-in, entirely unintentional. I've been planning to do Four Roses since our last show, and found out today that we were having Plant a Seed Foundation on. So I was really, I don't know. I think it's a sign. I think it might be a sign that I should just keep drinking this whiskey a little bit more. But
I like the sign.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, so that's what I've got on Four Roses. The single barrel is quite good. If you like spicy and full bodied, you should be looking for the OESK designation. It's not a cheap bottle, but of course it's cheaper than therapy. Thank you.
Very good.
Well done, Steve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good.
Serendipitous, I guess.
Love it.
You used it right, Brian.
Yeah. Justin, don't be thinking about drinking any whiskey while you're driving, okay?
I'm almost to the yard, and that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get home, I think. Maybe not whiskey. I'll probably have a beer.
Okay, cool.
Justin just sent me. Justin, I just got a picture from Frankie. He is got literally his head in a drum head changing knives. So I don't know if he's going to come on. He said that you'll do all the talking for him.
Yeah, I doubt he's going to make it because he had a chopper blow a set of knives like an hour and a half ago. So,
yeah. We need him to get that talking done.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get him on here one of these days.
But that just goes to show you what kind of boss he is. He is one that, and Justin's spot on. He is a guy that when you go into the shop, you do not know who Frank is because he's just as dirty, if not dirtier, than the guys in the yard. And it's cool. It's good representation of who he is as a person and how he leads his team.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. We're looking forward to working together with all of you. I do want to throw a couple comments up. These were for you, Steve. This one came on about the time of your college girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so did this one. So thank you guys for
both are true.
Yeah, definitely. So well, good piece there, Steve.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, James, it's all you.
Well, Rick, this is the time where we shift gears a little bit from regular podcasting and whiskey, and we play a little game show. Basically, how this is going to work is I'm going to go through and show you a series of Facebook Marketplace ads, and then you're going to all take turns guessing the listing price of that item. And you get 3 points for being the exact answer, 2 points for the closest, 1 point for the next closest. If you or Justin win, then you'll get a free GSI t-shirt, which GSI is our big end of year event. And when my dad, uncles, or brother lose, then they will have to spin a little punishment wheel that they're all pretty familiar with. So you'll kind of catch on.
Justin.
Some of us are more familiar than others.
Yeah, some are for sure.
I vote that the punishment tonight should be a donation to the Planet Seed Foundation.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good one.
Yeah,
That's a fair enough idea.
well, yeah, we'll say whoever loses has to donate at least $100 to the Planet Seed Foundation.
Plus the wheel, yes?
Plus the wheel, yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, plus the will. Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not soft. We're not doing
Justin,
this.
when we go hard, bro.
I'm gonna get
Oh, believe me, I know. I know.
Anyways, we have 4 listings tonight. The first one is this 8,500-pound Limited Pro tractor. It was ran in the Limited Pro stock class. It has international 466 cubic inch motor, 3x4 Weimer turbo, 13 millimeter P pump, Profab transmission, Profab differential, Polar 2000s, and it is ready to pull. I'm assuming that this picture up here was from a while ago because this doesn't look ready to pull, but presumably it is. But no weights are included. Dad, you are up first here.
Oh man, I'm gonna say 75,000.
75,000. Steve?
I'm torn here. I'm going to go with $100 per cubic inch.
Per cubic inch. Okay. And Rick, you don't have to do any, however many,
You can just use a number. Right? You can just use a number.
Or whatever. You
Yeah.
could just do a dollar number.
My family
Yeah.
sold internationals for many, many years.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Man, we should have had him go first.
Oh,
No. But these are full blown. We usually stuck with just the plain tractors, 684s, 584s, 884s, things of that sort, and 1066s. But I'm going to say 68,000 on that
68,000.
if it's ready to pull. But like
Dude,
you said, the picture
it
to the
is,
right
yeah.
doesn't say it. It doesn't look like
He just
it.
threw out so many numbers. I didn't know that there were that many types of tractors, like that many models of this tractor. I feel I should have gone last.
Kevin?
What'd Brian say?
He said 75,000.
And the next one was 68.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I feel like it could be more. 76,000.
76. Trev?
It does. It seems like it's got a lot of good stuff.
You can go $10 a pound.
Yeah, I thought about it. I feel like I'm always over on these. I'm gonna go 55,000.
55. And Justin? Is he still
I'll
here?
say I'll say 80 grand.
80 grand. Well, the correct answer for this sweet 8,500 pound Limited Pro was indeed 80 grand.
Oh shit.
Just
Oh, spot on.
nailing it. 3 points for
Spot on.
Justin. Second closest was Kevin with 76,000. 1 point for
Nice.
Kevin. Still good, Kev. You might even be safe already. Justin, though, you're killing it.
Yeah. I needed 1 point, I think.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Next up is a little bit different. This is a 2-wheel drive puller Ranchero, Ford Ranchero. It's a 1972 model. It does not include the motor, weights, radiator, and some electrical items, but it does have a manual built C6 transmission with a lockup torque converter, SCS gearbox, and a F106 planetary rear end. It also has electric over hydraulic center steering and has only been pulled 3 times. This gentleman decided to move away from this beautiful unit into a different class. And I think that's why it doesn't come with a motor, weights, or radiator or anything else. And
sweet looking machine.
It is. Steve, we'll go to you.
So a C6 is obviously an automatic transmission, and a torque converter means it's also an automatic conversion. I mean, automatic transmission. Why would you call it a manual?
It's a manual valve body, I bet. So you have to shift it manually.
Okay. Like that little ratchet shifter you used to have?
Yes.
Okay. So no engine. That'd be a fun truck to have out there. I'm gonna come in at $10,000.
10,000. Kevin?
Ooh, that's what I was going to say.
It's a 1972. I'm going 7,200.
7,200. Trev?
$6,000.
$6,000. Justin?
I'll take 12 grand.
12,000. Rick?
Man, I'm going to say 90. See, I was going to say 10, but someone took that.
You go 1001.
Yeah, 10,100.
10,100. Okay.
10,500. 10,500. 10,500.
You gave me a little room. You didn't have to do that. That was nice.
10,500?
Yeah, 10,500.
Okay. Dad?
Oh, man. Do we have a 8,500 in there?
Nope.
I'll take that.
8,500. Well, the correct answer for the Ranchero was 6,500.
Oh.
Trevor was the only one eligible for points with 6,000. Everybody else was over. Trev, 2 points for you. I think you're definitely safe at this point. We've only 2 listings to go. This really only matters for Dad and Steve right now. And this one should be fairly easy. This is a countertop fabrication business. The owner is retiring after over 20 years in the industry. This is established. They do countertop fabrication and installation, specializing in
Does it come with employees?
Projects. What's that?
Does it come with employees?
Well, it's hard to say. I don't think so. It doesn't mention anything about the actual business being transferred. I think this is more of you get his inventory and equipment. This sale includes a forklift, pictured here, 2 work trucks in the bottom left there, a stone cutting tool, as well as all the remaining stone quartz and granite material. And the owner is offering to provide short training for smooth transition. I don't believe that there's any buildings included in the sale or anything like that.
Still feels like we need a lot more information here.
Well, yeah. It seems more like he's not selling the company and he's just selling the tools.
His stuff.
Start your own company.
Yeah.
Which could be very lucrative.
He's
Kevin,
basically, he's selling the assets of the company. You're right.
Well, I'm in. Whatever it is, let's go.
You could
Let's get
become Madeira blinds and shutters and countertops.
Yep, sure could.
What do you think?
Am I first?
Yep.
Oh man. Well, 2 trucks, forklift. Probably, I'm doing some math here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to take into account the undisclosed amount of inventory that he has.
Well,
I'm
I think you
guessing
can
we
see
see
all of it. Yeah.
I wish I
It might
knew
be.
what that was worth. Forklifts probably $4,000 or $5,000. Trucks are probably 20 each, 25. That machine could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I at now? Can you recap of what I just said?
You're basically
Somewhere
right on
between
it.
0 and 100,000.
Shit. 75,000.
75,000. Trev?
I'm thinking more. But there's
Because you probably know the answer. Go ahead. Spit it out.
I don't. I'm gonna say $110,000.
110.
That
Justin?
was my first thought.
Yeah, I know.
I'll go with 125,000.
125,000. Rick?
I'm sorry. Where's this located?
This
That's a good question.
is in California. I can't remember exactly where.
And we don't know what year the trucks are, nor the forklift, and how much inventory is coming with that.
Well, I could tell you the Chevy on the left is 2008 to 2013-ish, and the Chevy in the middle is 2000 to 2007-ish. The forklift, I have no idea.
Okay, he's in California, so that sucks for him. But I'm gonna say, man, out here, it's not worth 100. I can tell you from what I'm looking at here, but they're gonna probably put it at, man, 120.
120.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad?
Pretty solid logic there, too.
Well, I agree with Rick that the guy probably wants more than it's worth, but I'm going to go for it and say 150.
150.
Mm.
Steve,
There's no
you
way.
are the last guess here.
James, may I ask for a recap of the bid so far?
Sure thing. Kevin is on the bottom with 75,000. Then it's 110, 120, 125, and 150.
75,000 and $1.
You son of a bitch.
Well, Dev, fortunately or unfortunately, it didn't really matter because the correct
Okay.
answer was $50,000.
God damn it.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
Kevin, you were definitely on the right track. You were going to get there, and then you just completely bailed and tripled your
Yeah, I was
estimation.
dumb. I was at 45,000.
Yeah, you were doing well. Anyways, so
He
no
sounds like
points.
he wants to leave California.
It's
Yeah, he
definitely
knows.
possible.
He's just trying to. That's his exit strategy.
Yeah, that's his exit. He's like, cut the rug and let's go.
He just doesn't want to
Exactly.
take all this crap with him.
I'm wondering if there's really not very much inventory because you got those two trucks.
I think
Forklift.
it's literally what you're looking at
If
here.
that's all the
Yeah.
inventory, yeah, it's not much.
Yeah.
And
Those
it's
are
all looks like
remnants,
cut off
probably.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I guess if you're in the fabrication business, when you need more slabs, you just buy more slabs. You don't store them.
He's literally selling the trucks, the forklift, and that machine, and then you get whatever rocks are there.
Mhm. Well,
All right.
hindsight's 2020. Unfortunately,
Son
no
of a
points
gun.
for that
Happy-
round.
Happy 1 point, James.
Yes, I do get a point.
I don't even get 1 point for that, do I?
No, you don't get any points. But you still already have a point, so you're not
Yeah.
losing at the
I
moment.
could use one more, though.
Brian and Steve, though, you guys are losing. So I
So
would,
I'm in good shape.
I would
so
try and
far.
fix that. Last listing of the night is this awesome Peter Bird. It is a
Ooh.
Bluebird school bus
Mm.
with a front end conversion to fit a Peterbilt hood. It's got the 6.7 Cummins with an Allison automatic transmission, hydraulic brakes, aluminum wheels, hood, grille, fenders, bumper, headlights, are all brand new, and the bus has 120,000 original miles on it, runs and drives like new, and it's got a clean title. All you got to do is buy it, maybe paint it, and then it's a sweet custom Peterbilt front end bus. And Trev, you are going first here.
I think it's priceless. But if I had to put a number on it, I'd say he's probably pretty proud of it. And man, I'm gonna say 45,000.
45,000. Justin,
I'll say 20 grand.
20 grand. Rick,
I was gonna say 25, the most.
25.
Yeah.
Dad,
30. I don't know.
30. Steve,
Play a little defense against Brian here.
mm-hmm.
Sorry, Brian.
It's okay,
30.
Steve.
30,001.
30,000.
We
That's
can
not
both get a
okay,
point
Steve.
here. I have to play defense now. I was going to say 15,000, but I'm going to say 30,002.
Kev, I'm really impressed that you picked up on that was the right move.
I have to. One of them has to have 0 points.
Yeah, no, that was a very good move.
Well played.
The only better move you could have made is guessing 15,000 because this was listed for 16,500.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pretty certain it was 15 something, but
Again, you were all over. Kevin, you made the right move though, for sure.
thank you. Thank you.
So another point for myself, which brings us to possibly one of the lowest scoring episodes ever. Justin with 3 points in the very first.
Right off the bat.
And then Trevor and myself tied for 2 points. Kevin, third place with 1 point, excuse me. Dad, Steve, and Rick, unfortunately, no points this time. Rick, we appreciate you being here, and it doesn't really matter too much that you didn't get any points. Excuse me.
Looks like they're getting $200 though for plant a seed.
Yeah, I got some money out of this deal. This
But
is
Steve
cool.
and Dad, you
right.
And they're both got to spin the wheel.
yes,
But they also have to send $100 each.
I'm happy
both
to.
have to send at least $100 each. If you want to send more, that's totally fine too. And you also still have to spin the wheel. Kind of a weird glare here. Let me see if I can fix this.
This couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Maybe it could have, but whatever.
Who lost last time? Steve?
I wasn't there. The time before that?
Well, I know you did the show as well, but somebody else lost too, I think. I don't know. Anyways, you both know the deal pretty well.
Yeah, but who goes first?
Who's spinning?
Let's go Dad first. No way. It's the show and tell episode.
Yay.
Again.
Wow, that's
I swear this is not weighted.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you can see this, but there's nothing on here. But yeah, so Dad, in 2 weeks, I guess you'll have to do a show and tell with, and Rick, essentially what that means is within the next 2 weeks, Dad is going to have to search through Facebook Marketplace and find something cool to buy and then do a show and tell with it on our.
Wait, he also
podcast.
actually has to buy it. Right?
He actually has to buy it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe I misunderstood the
What's
rules
the
and ended
dollar
up
amount?
buying it. There's actually no limits on
Is
that.
there a
No,
dollar
it's-
amount?
It can be whatever. It
It's
could
a
be,
minimum of like 15,000.
I guarantee you there's a limit on this, guys.
no, if he can
but the
find
rest of us
something
get to-
free, that's totally fine. Whatever he can find that's cool is acceptable.
But the thing is, the rest of us get to vote whether or not it was good enough and if the story was good enough. And if he doesn't pass, then I don't know. Does he spin again or does he have to do show and tell
He
again?
should have to buy
We've
another
never-
thing until he passes.
Yes.
We've never been there, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, Kev.
All right.
But yeah.
Okay.
Try it again. Yeah.
He needs to buy something within the next 2 weeks.
All right.
But Steve, this is for you.
Let's do it.
Ooh, a black one.
That is a respin because you can't read them.
Oh,
Is that also a
oh,
respin?
the suspense is killing me.
Something's wrong
By
with
the
this
way,
wheel.
3 respins and you're off the hook.
Oh,
No.
There's no way. You know what? 3 respins and you're off the hook. New rule.
Wait a minute.
New rule.
Can we get Courtney's?
We need to.
Courtney, is this bullshit or that you gonna let this fly? Three no spins. We need Courtney to weigh in on this.
Look, the odds against that happening are like 1.5 million to 1.
I'm just gonna
I
say.
think that's true. To see if he gets
They
four.
used to have something on there.
What's that?
You used to have something on there, right?
Yeah, but you couldn't read them, and everyone was complaining that I was just making it up. So I just
Just
made
make
them a
one up. I
respin.
was gonna say you could just make something up.
I
You
could,
never
yeah.
know.
But well, I think for this episode, somebody got a punishment, and that's good enough for me.
Plus
And Steve still has to pay $100 at least.
2 donations, right? 2
Yeah.
donations is pretty good.
So I think we're all good.
It's a
before
win-win.
It is a win-win. Before we end it, though, Rick, is there anything you can say as far as how people can get involved in Plant a Seed? Obviously, you could donate, and that's great. But for volunteering or any sort of events that you guys need help at, what's the avenue for that?
That's a very good question. Thanks for asking. You can go to our website that's down right now, but will be up in the next few days. And you can go to, we have a page is how do I get involved? And then from there, it'll ask you locally or overseas. And from there, we'll grab that and we'll give you a call and we'll go from there.
Awesome.
Fantastic. So next week or so, be on the lookout for plantaseed.org. The brand new website will be up soon. Maybe give them till next Monday night. We'll check in on it, and we look forward to growing this partnership with you guys, Rick. I definitely think there's a lot of potential with the resources you have, and with Frank Borba and his whole team and Justin. It's going to be a great event. I think we have all the ingredients we need to make it fantastic. I know having Justin involved there with the company helps because he knows what we need to do and what we need, so he can make that happen on their end. So Justin, thank you for that. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be great. So we've got a month and a half. We're about a month and a half out, so you guys have a lot to do in a short amount of time. But I know you have a big pool of people, so it will be great.
We'll get it done.
Exciting.
Yeah.
And we're going to support a great cause at the same time. So win-win. And Stephen and I are going to help kick off the coffers,
the fundraising drive.
Yeah.
But we got to wait till the website's back up, I think. So.
Okay, we will, promise. And I can't wait to see that because I'm going to post that. Our first donation to the website was a game with you guys. I think that's great.
I mean, I'm sure they'd let us just send them a check too, Steve. But
well, yeah, but I think Rick's right. We got to make it like a thing.
All right,
Rick,
when that
an annual thing, it can be
I think everybody on the show should follow suit. And
yes.
James and Trevor, I'm talking about you guys. And then if I could borrow a little, but I'd be in too.
It's fantastic. So looking forward to next week. Next Monday night, we'll have some members from the Cal Poly Tractor Pull team. I don't know who yet, but I've talked to Bree that they are on spring break this week. So we pushed them to next week. Their event is April 11th coming up. Soon, very soon. I think that's all that I've got, unless anybody else have anything before we sign off. No? All right.
Glad to see all of you.
Thank
Nice
you,
to meet
Rick,
you,
for
Rick.
joining us.
Pleasure meeting you, Rick.
Thank
For
you
being
guys.
with
Have
us.
a great night.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. We hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you all next week. You guys hang on for a sec. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey.